Hey guys, this is a continuation of my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. So last time I was just exploring the map a bit, so just got to the top of this bridge area. So I'm just going to see my team here, looking mighty fine. Just going to zoom out a bit, just to get a bit of perspective. Now, looking at the map, so last time we did quite a lot of exploration actually, didn't really follow up on a lot of things. I just wanted to get some more of the map so we explored all of this area. I think what I want to do this time is first of all I need to level up, something I didn't do last time, and then just get some more of the map, this north area, because I know there's an armory over there, and hopefully also get to the goblin camp as well. Oh, there's another thing I need to do. So there's a gnome here that we're supposed to rescue as well, so I think that's something it'll probably be worth doing as well. And then there's other areas, there's a lot still to do, but let's have a bit of a wander this time, just to remind you, or if you're following my live stream for the first time, this is my team. So I've got my custom character Kelgar, who's a cleric, and I've got Lizel, who's a fighter, Astorin, who's a rogue, and Gale, who's a wizard in my main team. I've got the other two companions back in the camp, mainly for some interesting conversation over dinner. So that's my team at the moment, and you can see just further up here there's these wolves devouring these corpses, and I know from my past experience that actually one point in terms of feedback, I don't think you can actually mark things on the map in this game, and I do recall in doing Tyrion Sneal's Sin, and I think it was both games, both 1 and 2, you could actually make little markers on the map just to point things out, so that would have been quite helpful in this game as well. Maybe Larian will introduce that, but I think that would be really helpful. But I know up here there's going to be a little fight, so if I am going to get involved in that, just want to be prepared. I know from experience as well, a few other of these, not just wolves, werewolves are going to join them. From what I recall, it's not too tough a fight, but it's worth being prepared. But yeah, before we get into any fights or anything, I think the first thing I want to do is level up my characters. So they are currently level 2, and the maximum level in early access is level 4 in any event, but it all counts for quite a lot, so let's level them up. Actually, before I do that, just want to save my game. Let's save it in this one here. Yep. What I normally tend to do is I tend to have 2 ongoing saves, just in case I mess something up, I have to go back to the last one basically. So that's saved, and I think particularly before leveling up, in case you make any decisions you regret, it's worth yeah, just saving just before you do that. Yeah, so let's do it. So this is Kelgar. He's a gold dwarf cleric, and he's moving from level 2 to level 3. So he gets blindness. That's new. He gets hold person. That's new. Gets prayer of healing. All allied creatures you can see each regain 2d8 plus 3 hit points. That's really useful, because some of the heal spells you have to be within sort of melee range, which isn't particularly helpful, and this actually serves all of the party. And he gets silence as well. I tend not to use debuffs that often, to be honest, but maybe I should use them a bit more. So we have a chance to, I think on the next level when we have a chance to increase our attributes. So these are the spells I've got prepared so far. Guiding Bolt is quite useful. Bane I tend not to use that much. Healing Ward, Command Halt, and Inflict Wounds. We've now got a few more to choose from. Shield of Faith. This requires concentration. Because I often use Bless, which is a domain spell, so I have it prepared automatically, I tend not to use it as much. Mainly because Bless can be used on up to 3 characters, and this can only be used on 1, although increasing AC by 2 is pretty useful. Blindness, Hold Person, Silence. So the main reason I chose a cleric, particularly life domain cleric, was for the healing abilities, so I think that's what I want to bring in. I think this one I'm going to take out, Hold Person, and bring in Prayer of Healing. Any other changes? No, I think water can be helpful as well, because we come across a lot of fire rays. We've got Great Water, Guiding Bolt, Bane, Healing Ward, Prayer of Healing, and Inflict Wounds. I'm going to keep this back. Yeah, fine. That doesn't include our domain spells, I believe, so we get those on top. And yeah, so because we're life domain, there's certain things that are unique to our subclass as well. So we get Lesser Restoration, which removes disease, and we get Aid, bolster your allies with toughness and resolve. Yeah, so I mean, I think the life domain cleric is a really useful member of the party, and that's one of the reasons I chose it as my main character, because he would be in the party at all times. Yep, he's good to go. Okay, so his hits have now increased to 27. Lizelle, she's next. I really like the leveling up screen in this game as well. I think it just looks quite impressive. I like the interfaces, and you've got this kind of stuff going on in the background. Lizelle, I must say, is looking pretty badass with that helmet. You wouldn't want to cross her, I don't think. Alright, so Lizelle can now choose her subclass. But first of all, class passives. We can choose 3: Menacing Attack, Pushing Attack, Rally, or Riposte. Spirit Superiority died to deal 1d8 damage. That's a very useful attack, so definitely keep that. Pushing Attack, I haven't used that much before, to be honest. Rally, expend a superior die to bolster resolve friendly gains an additional 8 hit points. This is really useful, and I tend to use that. Riposte, when a creature misses you with a melee attack, spend a superiority die to retaliate. I think what I might do actually is get rid of pushing attack and replace it by riposte, because I haven't used that before, but it looks pretty useful. So we've got menacing attack, rally, and yeah, riposte. Pushing attack, I tend to normally go with menacing attack, which is why I don't really tend to use that much. So Lizelle as a fighter on level 3 can choose between her subclass. So she can either be a Battlemaster. Battlemasters are paragons of tactical superiority, combining combat maneuvers, experience in the field to dominate every fight. Or Eldritch Knight. An Eldritch Knight study magic to supplement their weaponry, allowing to overcome resistance from the toughest foes. And you can see if she chooses an Eldritch Knight, she gets some cantrips as well. I'm going to stick with what I did in my initial playthrough. I'm going to specialise her in Battlemaster, which means she won't get any spells, but she'll have some decent melee attacks, and that's what I want her to focus on. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Okay. And next is Astarion. So he's a rogue, moving to level 3. So he can also choose his subclass. So got choice of Arcane Trickster. Rogues with a clever touch of magic, using illusions and enchantments to keep their opponents on the back foot. And the other option is Thief. So thieves use their skill in stealth. Lastly, to acquire whatever they wish, whether the third story window or depths of long forgotten ruins. So with a thief you get fast hands, gain additional bonus action, and accessory work. You master the art of falling in pain, resistance to falling damage. So as you can see with Arcane Trickster, he gets access to some spells as well. So he would have True Strike and Sure Touch. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of more hybrid type classes, unless it's my main character, because the main character is the party all the time, so it makes sense to have a hybrid character. I tend to find they tend to be a bit watered down, so Arcane Trickster I wouldn't normally go for. So I'm going to keep him with Thief. You kind of know what his role is in the party, and you can just specialise on that. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, just one left to go. And that's Gale. He's now moving up to a level 3 wizard. And he's already chosen his subclass, which is Evocation School. So I think these... Yeah, so the 2 extra spells he's got are Misty Step, which allows him to teleport. That's really useful in this game. You have the jump ability, but this gives a bit more flexibility, and I think particularly as a wizard, his acrobatic skills are not as good as some of the others. Scorch Ray, that's also a really useful spell. So as a wizard, he can actually choose which extra spells he has, so if I want, I can go for any of the others. False Life is pretty useful, gives him some extra hit points. Sky Stuff, I don't really use that. Colour Spray, there's quite a selection. Acid Arrow, that's good. Dark Vision as well is useful. Your Image, don't tend to use that. Jump. Yeah, Find Familiar. I did mention this in one of my previous playthroughs, that having Familiar, they can scout things out for you. This is also pretty useful as well. Tripling a character's jumping distance, because height is worth a lot in this game. But Scorch Ray, I think they probably are the best from that, to be honest. It's a tough choice because we can only choose 2 and there's loads of spells here. Scorch Ray, Misty Step. I'm going to stick with these. So in terms of our customizable spells then, we're going to have to swap some. He can only, doesn't seem like many spells, he can prepare only 6. So you can choose 6 from 10. The question is, what do we keep out? So Magic Missile, that's like my go-to, so I'm not going to get rid of that. Ray of Sickness, Poison, that can be pretty damaged. Mage Armor is useful defensively. Witch Bolt, that's good. fog cloud. I tend not to use it as much. It can be good defensively, but also means that you can't see the enemies either. I'm going to get rid of that and replace it with Scorch Ray. It's a tough choice. All of these are great. You know, grease is useful as well. I'm a bit stumped. Which one? I think I'm going to get rid of grease actually. Okay, good with that. Okay, so let's check out my upgraded team. You can see the spells, so both my cleric and my wizard can choose 6 spells and have 6 spells prepared. That's in addition to their cantrips. So I'm just looking for their subclasses. I think in the first version it actually showed the subclass here, but I think they've put in a patch so that doesn't happen. So I think you... Yeah, so this is where the subclass will show now. So here we have Kelgar's subclass, which is Life Domain, which we had to choose at level 1. We can move that any further down. Lizelle, this is her subclass now. Battle Master at level 3. Starian Thief at level 3. Oh, yes, you can. So they've all got quite a lot of tags as well, which basically gives them access to different dialogue options. So where is Gale's subclass? Because there's an invocation wizard. I think showing on here. Yeah. Also at the same time looking at the approval. So Gale's is high. He's got a friendly guy. The other 2 are neutral, which isn't surprising because yeah. So Gale approves over the player character. The other 2 are neutral, and to be honest, they're quite sort of self-centered in terms of what they're looking for, and that's part of the fun of the game. You get different characters in your party, but main thing is we are now leveled up, and that's all good. So let's save before we move on. Right, so where should we go? I don't think I'm going to go for that fight just now. I think I just want to explore the area and perhaps just walk around it as well, because I think there is a different way we can go. I think it's on the next level up that we get to... we have the opportunity of actually leveling up, increasing our attributes. Right, there's a book over here. Lessons for Sensible Living. Cities and how to survive them. Let's have a quick read of it. I'm not sure how useful that is, but I'm just going to take it with me. Probably read it later, I think. Okay, let's have a mosey on up here. Right, straight on or right? Right, I think. Looks like we've got some civilization here.
Something's burning.
Right, so it looks like there's trouble here. But before we go there... oops. Don't want to walk into this fight. So, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so something's definitely up. Place is on fire. See from that there's some people around, but they do seem to be friendly. Flaming Fist Ephron and Gauntlet Dane. So hopefully they can tell us a bit about what's going on. Seems to be a lot of dead drows and so dead goblin. I'm not going to miss the opportunity to pick up some loot. Tourmaline ring. Not quite sure what that does, but we'll take it anyway. We can always sell it. Oh, don't want to take anything from there, because that one's red. Let's have a quick word with this person here.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
Okay. Looks like something terrible's happened here. Okay, so we've got a special ability here as a Cleric of Muradin. We can whisper a sympathetic prayer, so that might put us in good graces. So I'm going to try that.
Steel our blades and temper our hearts for the battles in this life and next.
May I ask what happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
He's at rest now.
He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist.
Okay, so she's not too happy, which is understandable because her mate, or I don't know if there were more than that, has
I hear
just...
shouting. Someone needs help.
past. But the point here is that drow and goblins, a bit of an odd combination. Right, so we can see up ahead these guys are trying to get into this building.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to have anything interesting.
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
I think here somewhere you can pick up some drow armor. It's red.
They're dead if we don't get through.
Careful.
So there's still a few bodies. Yeah, they don't want us touching that particular body for some reason. I'm not sure why that one's special. So we pick up a skull as well. Seems to be quite a common thing that you pick up skulls. Oh, here we are. This is the drow armor, and it's pretty decent to be honest. So
Drow craft armor. No magic left though. Sun's too bright.
let's take a look at that. So firstly, the silver necklace, sapphire necklace, popular among Baldur's Gate patrons, morning garb. I'm not sure it gives us anything. Might as well give that to one of my companions. Give it to Lysel, and then she can use the necklace. Yeah, necklaces and bracelets and rings don't show on here, but I guess it would probably be quite a big ask for them to do that. So the drow studded leather armor. It's not as good as what I have on my main character. I think the only person I would potentially put it on is Astarion, but I think when I tried it last time it just looked a bit weird. So I ended up using it on with Shadow Hearts, but it does higher AC. Yeah, I mean it's quite tightly fitted armor. I just don't think it really suits him. I'll just leave that there as an option. Just leave him with the existing armor for now. Okay, I'm going to save that because I just picked up this armor. Oh, so there's this dead goblin here. Right, so I think these guys here want our help to get this door open.
They don't have much time.
But I want to actually wander down here. Trying to remember where this secret armory was. I don't want to walk across the fire, so use water and then let's try and get my team across before it comes back. But that didn't quite go to plan. Let's get them over here and get them out of the fire. Yeah, they did take a bit of damage. Dead goblin. I mean, pick up all kinds of stuff in this game. Spoons, and not really sure what you're supposed to do with them.
This is hopeless.
Yeah, we can always come back and help these guys out later on. Oh, well, I'm having the camera there. That's better. Yeah, I'm not sure I can go any further here. I will need to come back to this place, and you have the option of helping these guys out.
Great God, Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless.
Oh,
Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
oh, they've just walked through the fire.
So it is spoken.
Forgot about that.
So is it done.
Oh. You know what, I better rest them because they've taken a lot of damage in that fire. Let's go to camp. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody has anything to say. It's got me thinking, what am I going to do with this armor? Oh wait. Looks like Will wants to have a chat with us. See what he has to say.
A fine day for it, yes?
So, who are you talking to?
What? Oh, goodness, no one really. Just a bit of poetry to clear the head.
Oh,
Perhaps
yeah.
it's working. I haven't sprouted a single tentacle that I can see anyway. I call that a good sign.
Yeah, you see there are a bit of a some editing issues in there in the animation. I'm sure they'll clear that up. You were talking to someone. I know your eyes are sending stone.
I told you, a mere chunk of rock. I'd suggest getting some rest before that brain bug plants more stories in your head. And do let me know if you start growing a second tongue or something.
Yeah, he's definitely hiding something. So, I'm going to give the Jow armor to... So I just realised, I don't think it was the Drow armor I used on Shadowheart last time, it was the other one. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that for now. Let's just head back out. Should I just go to bed? Yes. Right.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
No, that wasn't the way we came in. It's this way. So let's try walking around to the right.
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
Yep, so that opens another waypoint for us. That's useful, so I'm going to save it there. Oops. Let's explore a bit more.
A dragon rider.
Oh,
My kin are near.
It's huge. We stand no chance against such a foe. We should get out of sight.
yeah, so if you go
Where did it come from?
further down, you can meet up with this Githyanki patrol. They're not actually particularly friendly, which isn't that surprising given that they're Githyanki, and they're also quite high level, so I don't fancy going up against them just yet. So I think we can go straight across without having to fight these things. I think they're further down here. Yeah, so some of this soundtrack sounds a lot like that from Dragon Age Origins. Not saying anything, just observation. Oh, here's the fight. I think I'm...
What's on your mind?
No, I didn't mean to do that. So, I think it's probably worth fighting these guys now. Gale back in the middle again. And at the end. Right, so let's prepare for this fight. So looking up ahead, we can see the Null Hunters, level 4. 1, 2, 3. At least 3. Oh, another one, 4. And they're a level above us, so we don't want to go crazy. We're going to have to plan this out quite carefully. So first thing I want to do is put everybody into stealth. Right, next, Gale, let's put on his mage armor. And Lizelle has picked up the rally ability, so she can bolster one of her allies, and I'm going to, since Gale already has the mage armor, I'm going to do that on Astarion, and I'm going to use Calgar's Bless on the other three. So we are now hidden and buffed up. In terms of, probably want to creep forward. Should probably save here. Oh, they seem to have lost their stealth mode. So as you can see, they're just outside stealth area. I think the last time I fought them, I think I approached from the other side. I'm going to try and find some high ground. So let's split them up. Astarion. Ah. Okay, that's not what I meant to happen. Okay, so he's not hidden. No, he can't hide there. He's gonna have to have a shot. 55, that's not brilliant. Did 9 damage. Going to end his turn. Oh. Well, thankfully missed, but that could have been pretty lethal. Calgar, actually, can he creep forward? Not really. Could use the ranged attack from here. It's only going to do percent, which he's managed to deflect. Yeah, that wasn't brilliant. Gale's turn. So again, try and keep him in stealth, although I think he's just lost it. I think I have to use magic missile. That's got 100% chance of success. I'm going to use all 3 on this guy. So I can just... oh, he's still got 1 hit left. That's so irritating. Oh, soul numbed. I'm not even sure what that does, but it doesn't sound good. Okay, Lizelle's turn. Yeah, she can't creep from here. Could have kept her in ranged, but just wanted to get her into melee. She hasn't got any more room to get behind him. You know what, it's a bit too dangerous having... Well, actually, Astarion, he can... Let's just use Astarion next, because he should be able to take this guy out with his melee attack. Oh, he missed. He's got a second attack. It's only 40%. Oh, this is terrible. Ah, we'll leave this. I'm gonna have to use her bow. It's got even worse chance of hitting. I think it's worth it to take him out though. Action surge. If this one, well, she's got her menacing attack, still only 20%. Oh. Just wasted 4 attacks under no damage. And that guy is still alive on 1 hit. Ugh. It's not good. So I think this guy's... I think he's trying to get up behind us. Yeah, so he must be trying to get up here. Yeah, so ideally I should have... If I could have approached this fight from up there, I'd have had the height advantage. Let's just focus on this guy. First of all, let's... In fact, Astarion, he's got high dexterity, so he hasn't actually lost any hits. Kelgar, however, has. So let's heal him. It does mean he doesn't really have an attack now. Let's just shove it and see what happens. Feels like a bit of a wasted attack. Okay, I'm gonna have to use if I can get Gale up here. I think I'm gonna have to use his magic missile to get rid of this guy. And send the other 2 on this guy. Brilliant. That's 1 down, and the other guy's down. He's lost 6 hits. Yeah, so that's what I like about magic missile. It never misses. Right. Mean business now. So we've got 1 down, and Lizelle can get up behind this guy, get into melee, and hopefully, yeah, she's got 84% with a backstab. So nice. That was a decent attack. Certainly second wind. She's used up her action surge. It was a bit of a waste last turn. But we can change to Astarion now. What he needs to do is get up higher. He's going to have to use his jump. It's too high. So he can't jump up this high. And there's not enough space here. Bit of a waste. Might as well keep him at range and use a sneak attack on this guy. We've got 60%. Not brilliant, but probably worth taking a shot. Brilliant. Okay, so we've been able to take out 2 of these guys, even though they're higher level, with some good teamwork. I've got to watch out for this guy who's trying to creep up behind us. He's going to have a height advantage. So we've got to watch out for that. Historian does have a second attack if he's attacking melee, but that's not the case here. He's also got this vampire bite, but needs to be in melee range for that. So he's got dash as well. There's not really much more he can do right now. This guy's staying at range. This guy, yeah, as I expected, he's trying to creep up behind us. So, okay, so there's 2 left. Kelgar. Might as well just move him up. And he's not in melee range. I think everybody's healed up, so you can either use his crossbow or use his magic. I think I'm going to use Guiding Bolt. 60%, not bad. We missed, unfortunately, so... Okay, that's that. Gale. Move him up here. That should give him a bit of a height advantage. Again, magic missile, you can't really go wrong with this. It's just 100% and really just does the job every time. See, he's now gone down from 18 to 6 hit points. So Gale can teleport, so maybe he can get up here. Yes, he can. Brilliant. So he's got this guy covered. Lysel. Oops, switch these around. Didn't mean to do that. Right, so she has this jump ability, which allows her to... I don't think it's activated now, but she can... If you use that, she can touch a creature to make it jump 3 times. Okay, now it's working. So, I think I'm better off put that on Astarion. See if he can use it to get up higher. Nope, still doesn't seem to be working, unfortunately. Too high. Okay, that's a bit of a waste. Unless he can jump over here. Not enough space. No point jumping there. I mean that's pretty far. He can jump, but there's no point in jumping there. And he can't jump up here. Okay, that's a bit of a waste. Let's just have another shot. 84%. He's on high ground from here, so he should be able to finish him off. Yep. So that's another one down. I'm sure there's much more we can do this turn. Just have to wait for... Yeah, everybody's on 4 hits as well. So let's end our turn. Yeah, so as expected, this guy's come with the intention of creeping up behind us. Problem is, there's not a lot we can do from here if we can't jump up here. I mean, Gale needs healing, so the only thing we can do if he's in range... Ugh, too high, so we can't... We can't reach the other guy from here either, or can we? Nope, too high. I don't think there's much he can do. Gale, he might as well just focus on attack. So he's used up his magic missile, but he's still got his Scorch Ray. Got 60%, which isn't brilliant, but he's going to unload the 3 missiles into him. Oh, that did the job. Brilliant. Okay, so we're definitely going to save there. It was a fairly, I'd say, challenging fight, not overly difficult. But I think that's a good example of how, well, I wouldn't say good tactics, average tactics, led to us winning against 4 opponents who are all higher level than us. I want to camp because I want to get all my spells back. Again, being able to camp whenever you want to is very useful. But I'm not sure they're going to keep that in the final game. Not sure if that's something they'll change from early access. So Gale has something to say. I know in the past he's a bit glitchy and he gets stuck in the team. You can't take him out. I think from this moment onwards, actually, when you have this conversation with him, but I'm not sure what else you can do about it.
There you are. How did you enjoy my dear stew this evening? It's an old family recipe.
I love this hobby. Should have kept it in the family, but I'm trying to make friends with my comrades.
I tend to season it with spices from Karatur, but given what's available to us, good old Rosemary had to see us through. Not that I mean to regale you with my culinary exploits. There's actually something quite different I'd like to discuss.
Yeah, I thought so. Why so tense all of a sudden?
Some things are easier to explain than others. But first, let me say this. We've been traveling together for a while now. And during those travels, I've been observing you.
Oh yeah?
I want you to know that I like what I see. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Okay. Now flattery, where's this going? Well, I can't say the feeling's mutual. No, I'm going to go up with option 1. That's very gratifying to hear.
Now I need you to place your trust in me.
Yeah, I knew he wanted
Our
something.
journey together is bound to last a while still. As such, I feel compelled to speak. I say this because there's something I desperately need. But while I'll tell you what that something is, I won't tell you why.
Okay,
I have to ask you to agree to this before carrying on this conversation.
So, you sense secrecy and danger. Use a tadpole to probe Gale's thoughts. The thing is, if we use the tadpole, it means we can't use it again, and I'm going to need it for... I think I'm going to keep it for the rescuing the gnome. And I've tried this before. He wasn't too happy when he tried to probe his thoughts, so very well, I agree.
Thank you. I see I
got
did well to
approval.
trust you. Now, to the matter at hand. You see, I have a condition. A condition different from the tadpole, but just as deadly. The only way to appease said condition is for me to take powerful magical artifacts and absorb the weave inside. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, before we were abducted. It is time. And by that, I mean it's imperative that I find and consume powerful strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Yeah, so when we first picked up these companions, they all seemed quite normal, but they all got some sort of weird story behind them. So Starring is a vampire, and Gale, I don't even know what you call one of those, but he needs to consume magical artifacts, so I'm not sure which is worse. Probably being a vampire, but I don't know. Yeah. So Starring wants to suck blood and you want to suck magic. What's
We
next?
all have our eccentricities.
Indeed we do.
Ours are just more eccentric than most.
As a matter of fact, you should feel lucky to be traveling with men of taste.
What was he doing listening in anyway? Where are we supposed to find the kind of artifacts you need?
As luck would have it, Faerun is full of them, though I do feel obliged to point out that items of power tend to be in the hands of the powerful.
That would make
With danger
sense.
involved, or great cost.
I like option 4. I know I don't care. I can't tell you right now, I don't care at all for this wild gale chase. Yeah, let's go for option 1. Danger, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good. A bit of boldness will serve us well. I know the allure these artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. I hope I can count on you.
Okay. I think that's enough excitement for now. I think we just head back out into the big wide world. Right, so let's loot these bodies. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. So we have a longbow. I think we have enough longbows. Only 2 of our characters can use them. So silver necklace, I might as well give that to Astarion, because he's the only person I believe who doesn't have something around his neck. Go. Mangled corpse. I don't think there's anything in this one. Got another necklace. And there's a rib cage here. I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do with that. But one point I remember from Divinity Original Sin 2 is that, I've got a name now, the elf character, she can actually consume body parts and they give her memories, so not sure if there's something similar here. Right, so this isn't actually the end of this fight, because there's some more wolves over here. So let's save that, and let's just finish them off. Okay, so let's put our team into stealth. So we're just outside of their vision right now. So if we creep forward, let's use some buffs. We should be at a bit of a height advantage here. Let's use Lysel's rally ability on Astarion, and we'll use Gale's mage armor. Since he hasn't got any actual physical armor. And I am going to unleash some magic missiles. Yeah, the Heinies, they only got 4 hits each. Is that the only one? Two. Okay, so using pack tactics, so Gale gets an extra turn. So if I can bring him in closer, he's got the height advantage. Take out. I think because they've only got 5 hits each, I'm just going to put 1 on each. And yes, we've been able to just take them out. So that's sort of good. I'm going to end his turn. I don't think they've got any ranged capability. So Calgar, he's out of melee range. So let's use guiding bolts. He's the closest one. Okay, that was pretty decent. It's 16 damage. Fine, Lysel. She won't be able to get anyone in melee from there, so I'm going to have to switch to her bow. Actually, no point using her regular attack. I'm going to use her menacing attack. Oh yeah. So that did the job. She gets a second attack. So I wonder if I can take out the second one as well now. And they are just sleeping. Oh, that didn't. Oh, I meant to use her. I meant to use a menacing attack. If you I'm gonna have to end her turn now. Yeah, so these hyenas, you have to take them out quickly because then they turn into
Mating season.
gnolls.
Let them come. We will rip them from top to tail.
Okay, well at least she's confident. And there's only one left now, so we can just unleash everything on him. So he's still got some hits left. Calgar. Don't really need to get into melee range. Should be able to take him out from here. Yep. See, that did the job. Got another 20, natural 20. Okay, so well done, team. Starring didn't get a go. Take him out of stealth now, I think. Yep, so
This must be where the gnolls attacked.
picked up this book. Have a look at that later. So, bloody hyena. Might as well, I'm going to switch back to melee. So, looks like there's this letter here. As per my last letter. Can't seem to get to it now. Okay, so you've picked it up now. Let's have a quick read of it. I think that went to Lizelle inadvertently. There it is. Read. Though the name of the recipient is obscure, the letter appears to continue a debate of some heat. Okay, I don't think that tells us anything of great significance now. Let's carry on doing some more looting. Shipment orders. Let's have a read of that. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it and I will know because you'll be dead. It's not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. Okay, interesting. Find the missing shipment. So we've got a new quest. We've got a long sword here. Okay, cool. Although I'm not sure Calgar's going to use that. The gate is closed. Got another book. Goodly Folk of Faerun. So, an open letter on oppression and peacocks. Interesting reading. Okay, let's see what we picked up. I'll have a look at that later, I'm not sure. I need to read it now. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens, and fairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. Far too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do like these little aspects of the game because they give it quite a personal touch, and even if it doesn't mean a lot to you now, it may just give you that extra nuance and understanding of what's going on in this world. So it's a nice touch, and it's nice to kind of find things on the way and just give you greater understanding about the world that you're in. Yeah, so this is not all our doing, but we're surrounded by blood and corpses here. Ooh. So looks like there was an attack and the shipment's gone missing, and we've then taken out the gnolls who were feeding on the corpses. So this is a new quest. Search for survivors of the caravan. We found the remains of a caravan and a note on a corpse mentioned a valuable chest someone called NF. So that's something for us to look for. In the meantime, let's move on. Also, there's some tracks here which would suggest that there's some sort of beastie there. So we've got a dead hyena. Nothing in there. There's on fire as well. And all this blood.
That's the symbol of the Absolute. Marked in blood.
Yep, so you can see here there's quite a lot of these things. Don't fancy taking them on, but basically if you look on the map, up here are the survivors, presumably of this attack. So there's an opportunity to sort of help them out. Oh, didn't mean to battle.
Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into that fight just there. I was hoping to creep around the side. See if I can just reload my game. Where did I save it now? I think the autosave is after the fight starts. I'm not sure who this guy's supposed to be, if that's supposed to be Gale in that picture. That's definitely Shadowheart. Don't know who that guy is. That's obviously the full team, and we get to see Will's companion there as well, who he hasn't yet introduced us to. Yes, unfortunately. So the autosave takes us to just after the battle. So I want to come back before the battle. It looks like there's 10 minutes there, so hope it's not going too far back. Yeah, I think Will should definitely introduce us to this companion of his. Oh dear, so it's taken us back before this hyena fight. Ah. So at the moment the hyenas are not hostile. Let's just mosey on up this way. So what if we go down here instead? Yeah, so every time Gale gets positioned second, and I think that's because he's stuck in the team. So the game's still a bit glitchy in a few areas. So I'll deal with the hyenas some other time. So if you come over here, you can see there's something going on here as well. And I think this is the place I wanted to go to actually.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
Okay, so we've got a longbow. Again, I think we've got enough of these. Always happy to take some loot. Okay, so we've got a spear, that might be helpful. Let's get it to Calabar for now. Another spear. Rib cage. Okay, so I think I want to save it there. Okay, so if we look on the map, these guys don't seem to be hostile, so don't think there's any. Wait, there's a buckle here. I'm not actually sure what a buckle is, but arrow of ice, short bow. Nothing spectacular there. It's all sort of roguey stuff, so I'm going to give it to Starion. Is that supposed to be the guy's name, Buckle, or I don't know. So there's a lot of blood around here. Okay, let's try and talk to this dwarf.
You won't get any further this way, friend. Road's blocked up ahead.
Thanks for letting me know. What's causing the blockage?
Rockfall in the ravine. Perfect spot for an ambush.
The dead gnolls your handiwork?
I killed the biggest, ugliest one myself. My friends inside took care of the rest.
Okay, just hope they're not hostile. So we should be able to loot these corpses as well. Another spear. Good. None of my characters actually use spears, so I'm not sure how useful this is. I can always sell them. So let's go inside this house. Not sure where the entrance is. Looks like it's in here. So let's talk to these guys. Anders. So Anders, again, that's the name of somebody in Dragon Age.
At ease, friend. The gnolls hit us hard, but this place is still safe. It's under Tyr's protection.
Okay, so I noticed that this isn't going into the full screen animation conversation. Maybe that's something they're still working on. Your servants of Tyr?
Yes, paladins in his service. Sworn to bring justice to those who need it. But there are many in need, and few of us. This was our third battle in as many days. In truth, we could use some help.
Okay, so no harm in bumping into some paladins. Let's see what we can do
The
to help.
devil is terrorizing the refugees on these roads. Tyr sent us to hunt her.
Oh yeah.
Kill the fiend for us, and we'll reward you well.
So we can take these options as well. It'd be easier to take your belongings after I kill you. Seems like there's a few of them though, and they've taken out these gnolls, so I'm not sure I'm ready to fight them. I mean, he's level 4. And don't like
She
to
has
turn
the form
down
of a
work.
tiefling with a single horn, but she's an infernal being, straight out of the 9 hells.
Oh yeah.
She slaughtered countless refugees. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. Her mother had been pregnant.
Yeah, I find there's always two sides to every story. Where was the last place you
She
saw
led the
her?
gnolls we fought last night, so she can't be far from here. This is the Sword of Justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you bring me her head. This monster must be stopped.
Okay, so there's an incentive for us. So we've got ourselves a new quest. Let's just save that. Right, so if we go through here, there should be a lady who sells items. Or, well, she's a shopkeeper basically. Let's have a quick chat to her. She's a trader,
Any
sorry.
supplies? We've less mouths to feed since the gnolls jumped us.
You're lucky any of you survived against
Luck
gnolls.
had nothing to do with it. This is our calling, and Tyr is watching over us.
Modesty, eh? How many did you lose?
2. Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice.
Let's see what you have to trade. So she's got some thieves' tools, which is helpful. Trap disarm kit. We haven't got a huge amount of gold right now. She's a level 4 human. Does she not have a profession? She only has a race. She doesn't have anything brilliant at the moment.
Hope you can make good use of it.
But actually what we can do is, I forgot to actually use it to sell items. And what's in this snack? Nothing. Okay, let's see what's in these boxes. Most of them tend to contain junk, to be honest. But every little bit helps in... Okay, rapier, that's not bad. I'll go to Astarion. But at present he cannot... The rapier... Okay, we've got a great sword. That is useful. So I've given that to Lysel. So the great sword compared with the long sword, it does 2d6 slashing damage, so that's a lot better than what we have. Well, slightly better. And comparing that with the great axe, that's 1d12, which is about the same. So I'm going to equip her with the great sword. So got a bit more power in her attacks. and that looks pretty badass as well. And Astarion. So he's got a rapier, and as you can see it does a lot more damage than the dagger, but he can't dual wield rapiers. He's got two. Oh, he's still using a short bow. So, just making the comparison. So the long bow does more damage. So let's equip that. And I think Lysel as well. She's still using a short bow. Ah, a waste. It's better. So we've got a bit of extra damage there. Yeah, when we pick up some short swords, we can get rid of those daggers. But he, wait a minute, he does. We have a short sword. Should have given that to Astarion, because they are finesse-based weapons. So. The short sword, that does 1d6 damage, which is more than the dagger. Not as much as the rapier, but with the short sword he can still dual wield. So he's now got a long bow, short sword, and a dagger. Okay, so I think that's quite a useful upgrade. I'm just going to switch him to his bow. Okay, that's all good. Right, I think before we finish today's session, firstly I think we need to sell some items, but before we do that, I want to find this secret armory. And there's some goodies up here as well. Probably pick those up next time. So if we pop down this ornate wooden hatch,
Rot of death. Delightful.
then we find this secret area here. So in here we have a studded shield. We've got one of those already. We have a great sword. We've got one of those already. Might as well pick it up. We can sell it at least. Where is it? Okay. Right, let's have a look at these in these boxes, crates. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, we've got a carrot or 4 carrots. Got some sausages. Okay, so some more crates over here. And we've got some padded armor. Don't think that's any better than what we have already. Let's look at this. Yeah, it looks like that's the same what he has on already, but it gives a disadvantage on stealth rolls. I might give that to... got some more padded armor. Might give that to one of my other characters, i.e. Shadowheart for Will. Scimitar. Give that to Lysel. Well, I'm not sure if she's going to use it. The toll collector. Look at the that thing later. So let's just say before we move on, because this door may be trapped. So the door is locked. Let's see if we can lockpick it first of all. Brilliant. So go through.
Something over there.
So there's lots of crates, just not much in there. So these guys are picking something up.
Something over there.
And that one. Potion of speed. Not sure when I'm going to use that. Can't reach that one for some reason. Maybe that's because I'm a dwarf. Wonder if Lysel can reach it. Nope. Right.
Something over there.
So, from what I recall, I think we need to separate out our team and put one on each of these pressure plates. So, let's put Lysel here. Oh, okay, I think we put weights on them, sorry. Hmm. Oh, got lots of nice rings there. Got some more drink. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. I'm sure that would be useful. Right, so this I believe is the Armoury, and we need to get into here. Okay, maybe not, I think it's further down.
Something over there.
So here we have another studded shield. A wooden trunk. Okay, we've got a great axe. We've got one of those already. But give that to Lizelle. We've got a book here. Leadership of the Zentarium. Let's just pick that up for now. This is one of the things I also really like about this game. It's similar to Divinity Original Sin and 2. Once you do go down on this level, the level of detail on the graphics is phenomenal, and you can, particularly the fact that you can interact with the environment, really gives it that realistic feel that you are already engaging and immersed in this world. Got another crossbow. Got one of those already. Ouch, what are you supposed to do with that? Right, sorry, I think this bit here is the Armoury. So we need to position our characters